Hi again, you guys. We are going to cover another portion of genetics today, the sex-linked traits portion. So far, we've gone over general introductory genetics terms. We've covered Punnett squares and how to complete them and read the results from that, as well as codominance, incomplete dominance, and multiple alleles. So today we're going to look at sex-linked traits. Thinking back to chromosomes, we have 46 chromosomes as humans, or 23 pairs. That 23rd pair, those are your sex chromosomes. Remembering that females have XX for their sex chromosomes, and males you have XY. When we're talking about sex-linked traits, we are talking about those traits that are only located on those sex chromosomes, specifically only on the X. The Y carries little to no genetic information, if you will. So most of that is going to be, most of the sex-linked traits that we talk about are going to be held only on the X chromosome. And I'll walk you through an example here in a minute about males. So we say that males are more likely to have sex-linked traits or to get sex-linked disorders based on the males only having one X. And let me explain how this plays out. So if you look at this Punnett square down here, you have the parents on the outside, mom's on top here, dad's alleles are on the side. So mom in this example is X big B, X little b. Dad is X big B, Y. When we're dealing with sex-linked traits, you have to include the X and Y chromosomes within your Punnett square to make sure you're understanding who are the females and who are the males within your offspring results. Let's say this trait is colorblindness, because colorblindness is a trait that is sex-linked, held on that X chromosome. The lowercase letter is going to represent the colorblindness. So in order to be colorblind, the female has to have both X's with the sex-linked trait. So both of her X's would have to be little b's. Where the male, he either is normal vision, big B, or is colorblind, has a little b. You'll notice nothing is held, no trait is held on the Y chromosome, so no letter is attached to that. So this female up here, going back up here, she has normal vision, but she is called a carrier for colorblindness. So she has normal vision herself, but she can pass on that little b or that colorblindness trait to her offspring. So if she's heterozygous for a sex-linked trait, it means she has the normal trait, whatever it is, but she carries the, in this example, colorblindness trait. This guy over here, has normal vision because he has the capital B. If he were to have the lowercase b, he would be colorblind. So where females kind of have some options, she can have two big B's and be normal vision, be a carrier, like this is showing with normal vision, or the only way for her to be colorblind is if both of her X's have the lowercase b on it. Where this male over here, either he's normal vision or colorblind. There's only two options for him. So that's why we say that males are more likely to have these disorders because they don't have that carrier option like females do. Here's just explaining carrier again. Again, females are the only ones that can be carriers, meaning they have the normal, they show that normal trait, but they can carry the sex-linked disorder to pass on to their offspring. Only women can do this because only these traits are only held on the X. Males only have one X. So they're either normal or they have the disorder. Some other examples of sex-linked traits include hemophilia, which is a blood clotting disorder. You may have heard of that, or muscular dystrophy, which deals with weakening and loss of your muscle mass. And then, of course, colorblindness is the one that we most use because it's the most common, used most often. This is just going back to that example before. We used X and the big B to represent normal. X little b is representing the colorblind. In our population, about 8% of our males are colorblind, so they would have this genotype makeup, X little by. and only about 1% of females are colorblind. Both of her X's, you'll notice, have to have that colorblind allele, or that lowercase b in this example, to be colorblind. If she has a big B, she has normal vision. Here's some visuals or images of different color blindnesses. If you have more questions on that, you should seek Mr. Heigl. He may have some more information for you on that. We're going to end with one example of what this looks like. Can I make this bigger? Yes, maybe. Sorry, give me a second to play with this. Can I tool? Let me pause this and I'll get right back to you. Okay, sorry about that. I planned on having this come up, or I was trying to have this come up as a staggered like release of the Punnett square, and it's not working. So we'll just do it this way. So the example is this: what are the chances of a dad with normal vision and a mom who's a carrier for colorblindness to have a child that is colorblind? So if you look on top here, this is the dad, or the male's genotype here. So X big B, Y. Female, or the gal is on the side here, X big B, X little b. So he up here has normal vision, the big B is normal vision, nothing on the Y, nothing's carried on the Y. And your female over here, she has normal vision, big B, but she carries the allele for color blindness. So that little b is, remember, the color blindness. So normal vision dad crossed with a normal vision but carrier mom. When you're doing your Punnett squares for sex-linked traits, and we will tell you when it's a sex-linked trait and when you need to use the X's and Y's in your Punnett square, you need to drag them down as well, including your alleles, including the B. So this is just X from the X big B from the top, X big B from the side, X big B from the side, and Y from up top. And you just complete the Punnett square like you did before. Then looking at your results, it's asking you, okay, what's the likelihood that you have a child that is colorblind? In this case, you only this child down here, or this offspring down here, would be colorblind. So the chance is either 25% chance of having a kid who is colorblind, or 1/4. Now, if it asks you, if the question asks you, okay, just of the boys, what's the likelihood of your boys being colorblind? You would say half, right? Because the boys are on this side. 50% chance that your boy would be normal vision, 50% chance, oops, sorry. 50%, what did I do? Messed it up. 50% chance, go over there. 50% chance of him being colorblind. So you complete your Punnett square the same way as before, but instead, the only difference is really that you're dealing with a carrier here with females, and you're also including those X's and Y's in your results so you can distinguish between your males and female offspring. All right, that is it for your lesson for today. Make sure to check the assignment to complete the SexLinked Traits assignment that's been posted, and turn in when you're done. As always, let me know if you have any questions. Bye.